What's going on, y'all? Brother Shay here in New Orleans Revival Center Restoration Embassy, Ambassadors for Christ, just here with another volume to add to our Christian apologetics videos. And today we want to talk about the criticisms of the Song of Solomon. Some people say the Song of Solomon doesn't belong in the Bible. They say it's too romantic, too sensual, even inappropriate. But if God is holy, why would he allow this book in Scripture? Well, let's talk about what the Bible actually teaches. First, we have to understand something. God created marriage, and God created attraction between husband and wife. Genesis 2:24 says, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. This wasn't Satan's idea. That was God's design. Song of Solomon celebrates love inside of marriage, not outside of it. Hebrews 13:4 says, marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. Did y'all hear that? The bed is undefiled. That means that God is not embarrassed by godly intimacy. Did you hear that? Godly intimacy, not just any old nasty stuff going on in the bedroom. The language is poetic, not pornographic. The Song of Solomon is poetry. It uses symbols, metaphors, and imagery, just like Psalms and Proverbs. For example, Song of Solomon 4:7 says, you are all fair, my love. There is no spot in you. That is admiration, covenant love, not lust. See, the world used bodies to sell sin. God uses poetry to honor marriage. There's a big difference. Now, it also shows what pure love looks like. Notice something. The book constantly talks about waiting. Song of Solomon 2:7 says, do not stir up nor awaken love until it so desires. That's self-control. That's discipline. That's holiness. See, in a culture that promotes hookup culture, this book teaches patience, commitment, and loyalty. Now, picture of Christ and the church is also shown here. Many scholars and early Christians also saw this book as a picture of Christ and his bride, the church. Ephesians 5:25 says Christ loved the church and gave himself for her. So the love described here reflects sacrifice, faithfulness, devotion, and covenant. It is spiritual and practical. The Song of Solomon is not erotic trash. It's holy love in a fallen world. It teaches us that God values marriage, honors purity, blesses intimacy inside of covenant, and love is meant to reflect Christ. If the world understood this book, fewer homes would be broken. So don't reject what God calls good. It does not compare to this nasty foolishness that we hear on the radio, that we see on TV, that we hear all these singers singing. This is about commitment to someone who you're going to be with and build with. Hope that provides some clarity, y'all. Be blessed.